let's speak about this whole Jada Pinkett and Tupac and Will Smith. All right, you guys, as of recently, let me see. And we got to go to actually, I want to go on Instagram and pull this up too. That's the big lotto thing. Definitely got to speak about what Jada Pinkett. All right, so Jada Pinkett basically speaking about Tupac Shakur. Now, you guys know Jada Pinkett has this affinity for Tupac Shakur, this admiration for Tupac. Her and Tupac went to school together. They have a very rich history, and they also consider themselves soul mates. All right. Obviously, Jada Pinkett is married currently to Will Smith. Now, Will Smith, you know this whole thing with Will Smith and Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett that took place at the Oscars, where Will Smith slapped the heebie-jeebies out of Chris Rock, gave him a Jamaican slap, slapped him from all the way from back here. And it looks like things are still continuing to escalate thanks to Mrs. Jada Pinkett. All right. And I find out Jada Pinkett is the common denominator in everything. But nonetheless, Jada Pinkett recently had an interview with People magazine in which she spoke about Chris Rock. All right. She said Chris Rock actually tried to ask her out on a date amidst rumors that Jada Pinkett and Will Smith were having a divorce. All right. I want to go special. I want to speak word for word, give you guys word for word what she actually said. All right. But nonetheless, Jada Pinkett is back inside the news. And she's giving Will hell once again. Let's see if we could pull this up here. This is on DJ Academic's page. I had this up. All right. This is Jada Pinkett. Actually, she had an interview with People magazine in which she spoke about Chris Rock and Chris Rock trying to ask her out on a date. This is word for word. All right. She said he called me and basically he was like, I'd love to take you out. And I would like, he said, I'd love to take you out. And I was like, what do you mean? Okay, so she was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce? I was like, no, Chris, that's just a rumor. He was appalled and he profusely apologized, and that was that. All right. So I'm just saying that to say this. I don't think too many people were aware of actually Will Smith and Jada Pinkett even being separated or having a divorce. So this is all news to me. But the reason I'm bringing this up is now it finally gives me some credence, give me some reason as to why Jada Pinkett treats Will Smith like the way she does. Now, most of us assume that Jada Pinkett is just disrespecting the marriage vows. We was under that pressure, and we kind of like put all the heat on Jada Pinkett. Unbeknownst to us, in actuality, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith have been separated for 6 years. All right. Now, that's the reason why she has so much admiration for Tupac. And that's really what I'm trying to get at. We was always wondering why she spoke about Tupac with so much confidence. Why Jada Pinkett is always speaking about things outside of Will Smith and her commitment to Will Smith as in like love, right? There's no, she's speaking about Tupac. A couple that's happily married would not speak about another person like that. So when Jada was speaking about Tupac, the reason why Jada felt so comfortable about speaking about Tupac during her marriage with Will Smith, because Jada Pinkett actually has been separated with Will Smith for 6 years. All right. So 6 years, Will Smith and Jada have been separated. They basically are divorced. Now, they're not contractually divorced. I'm pretty sure if we go on Google, we're going to see that Jada and Will Smith are still married. But in all actuality, they've been broken their vows. Jada and Will Smith are no longer together. All right. So now that gives some type of, now I see why Jada speaks so highly of Tupac during her marriage with Will Smith. All right. And I see why Chris Rock had the balls to actually try to holler at Jada while she's married to Will Smith, because obviously Chris Rock had the inside scoop. And he knew that Will Smith and Jada was on rocky roads. There was trouble in paradise. He knew that they basically was not together. So that's what gave that confidence for him to go speak to Jada Pinkett. All right. So we got to give some type of credit to Chris Rock. Though Jada Pinkett, I feel like she's trying to throw Chris Rock under the bus. We're not going to let her do that. We're going to actually give some type of respect, because if you see at the end of the sentence, during this interview Jada Pinkett had with People magazine, she said that Chris Rock, he did offer to take her out on a date, but Chris Rock apologized profusely. She used the word profusely, all right? Okay, so he got dramatic about it. He was like, whoa, my bad. I didn't mean to holler at you. I was under the impression that you guys were divorced. So Because is this the reason? Is this the reason why Chris Rock got slapped at the Oscars? Did Jada Pinkett tell us? I said Jada. Did Jada Pinkett tell Chris Rock? You guys got to remind me too. I'm a little bit under the weather today, but I want to know: did Jada Pinkett tell Chris Rock that? Tell Will Smith that Chris Rock tried to holler at her prior to Chris Rock getting slapped on that stage? Because I believe that Jada Pinkett told Will Smith at one point, and that's what made Will Smith go on that stage and slap the hell out of Chris Rock. So it seems like Jada Pinkett is the sorcerer behind it. She's the whole sorcerer. Jada Pinkett is orchestrating everything. That's the type of impression that I get, right? But we always gonna put the blame on the man. So I'm just wondering, why is Will Smith holding on to Jada Pinkett? Everybody's wondering, why is Will Smith holding on to Jada Pinkett so strongly? What is Will Smith trying to avoid? We all understand they say it's cheaper to keep her. But for some reason, I don't think that Will Smith is holding on to Jada Pinkett just for the money, right? I don't think it's that serious because Jeff Bezos, he got divorced. Jeff Bezos split his money with his wife. Dr. Dre recently got divorced. Dr. Dre split his money with his wife in half. So I don't think that Will Smith would endure all that ridicule and be the subject of the butt of everybody's jokes publicly just to keep that marriage. I don't think this is based off of some money. I don't think Will Smith is with Jada for money. I don't think Will Smith is with Jada because he just loves her completely. There's something there, right? And that's what everybody's speculating. Everybody's speculating, does Jada Pinkett have some secrets? Does Will Smith have some skeletons in his closet? Is that the reason why why Will Smith is holding on to Jada Pinkett? Those are the questions that I think we have for Will Smith. All right. Now, you guys don't mind me. I am a little bit under the weather. I need you guys to make sure when you come in the building, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Also, like I always say, don't be a ninja watcher. All right. This person that be creeping and watching. Make sure you guys are engaging. But once again, there's a reason why Will Smith is holding on to Jada Pinkett. I don't know why, but I don't want to go into the speculations, but everybody knows what people speculate about Will Smith. So most people are trying to say that Jada Pinkett is just a beard for Will Smith, allegedly. They say they talk about question Will Smith's sexuality, allegedly, all right? So a lot of people feel like Jada Pinkett is only with Will Smith, and the only reason why Will Smith is holding on to Jada Pinkett is because Will Smith has some things in his closet that he knows that Jada is the last person that got these secrets, right? So potentially, if Will Smith breaks up with Jada, maybe Jada will start telling Will Smith's stories. You know, at the end of these relationships, people go ahead and write books, right? Because the story is worth money. So she might potentially write a book and disclose some things about Will Smith. You just never know. So that's the impression that I get, because I don't see why Will Smith would hold on to Jada Pinkett. The kids are older now. You can't blame it on the kids. I don't think it's a money issue, because I like to tell you, the best of the best, Jeff Bezos and Dr. Dre, they both got a divorce, so they split the money in half. So I don't think that Will Smith is trying to buck getting divorced because of money. I don't think that he's super infatuated with Jada to the point where he doesn't want to get a divorce, right? There's something there. We're not going to stay too long on that, but nonetheless, shout out to all the parties, all right? And rest in peace to Tupac. Now,